Hi guys, Ian from Pantheon Games here today, and I'm here with my friend Martin.
Thanks for having me.
And today we're going to talk about an exclusive spoiler we got from the lovely people at Chrono Systems. But before we get to that, I want to remind everyone to subscribe to the channel for future Godzilla and Chrono Clash content. So without further ado, here is the spoiler. So what we have here is a blue card, a battle card with cost 3, strength 1. That has an effect that has been seen in Naruto previously, which is your other action cards in hand get -1 cost, and also has a really awesome ability for Guardian in my opinion, which is when it's flipped you choose a battle card, yours or your opponent's, and it gains can't attack for the rest of that turn. So Martin, what do you think of the card?
I think it's great. I mean, we've got quite a few action cards already spoiled for the game, and some of them are pretty tasty. And as you say, that ability of not attacking battlers, it can be better than just tapping something down or just locking someone down with that Guardian ability is great.
Or because I was thinking, like, if they've got their Naruto or something like big on board, that's a Sentinel, which they need to swing with to be able to activate it. But they swing with something else first. You flip this, you say, right, that Naruto now can't attack, so it now can't become a Sentinel, which then makes your turn and your life a lot easier, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's great in that sort of situation. Just hope that they don't swing with the Sentinel first.
And then also, because it's interesting because in Naruto, it was an Ino card which cost 4, which I don't think saw much play. I mean, I tried it personally, but found it as quite expensive for what it was doing. And also, the action cards in Naruto don't seem to be half as good as the ones that are in Godzilla.
Exactly.
So I think.
And it also seems that we're getting multiples of action cards per color so far. So it looks like they've gone a bit more action heavy in some respects.
Yeah, definitely. It seems to be a decent amount of action cards spoiled against everything else, and we will actually go through some of those in a moment just to show how good this card could be. But also, what do you think of the character choice? Is Destroy one of your favourites?
Yeah, people are really hyped for Destroy, especially Godzilla fans. It's one of the 90s sort of movies, 90s, 2000s movie. And it's a really great character. Thematically, it seems to work really well because obviously these are kind of like little minions. So it's almost like that. By stopping a battler from attacking, it's almost like when you flip this in the Guardian stack, it then is almost like it's battling with that other battler and locking it down, which is great. And plus, if you get multiples of these out, if you're lucky enough to get, maybe 2 out on board, it stacks and makes stuff even cheaper. So, yeah, really good.
Well, I mean, so we'll show you now just how strong this card can be. Have a few other spoilers that are shown. So the first one we have here is Godzilla's Invasion, which is a 1-cost action card, which ability is tap one of your own battle cards down, gain 3 time. So if you played it normally, you're netting 2 time, bit similar to Sakura and Sarada or Naruto, except there's an additional cost on this, which is tapping your own battle card down. But however, you have a destroyer on board, the card becomes free, so you're tapping a battle card down and you're gaining 3 time. Which, again, a similar idea. If they've got Sentinels out, if you've got your own Sentinel out, you don't fancy attacking, absolutely, he's going to tap that down, gain 3 time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're ideally you want to have an extra battle card on board. You don't really want to be tapping the infant because it's got a 1 strength, so it can easily be sort of swung into. And plus, as we know from playing in Naruto, having that plus time is just can be key. With obviously its Guardian ability on that Godzilla's Invasion is the +2. As we know, there's quite a few cards in Naruto that have got that, and it can be painful.
So, I mean, straight away, I think this is going to be a really strong combo to see, just being able to net in that additional time over and over again. So, +3 is quite a lot.
Yeah, for free.
This is just silly, to be honest. Okay, so the next one we have is a quite an interesting one. Is Mothra's theme, which is a 2-cost action card, which then says choose a battle card. It gains +1 Guardian attack, which is something we haven't seen in Naruto, which was just pretty cool. And obviously, even for the cost of 2, still not bad if you think of it as a battle card that would swing. But obviously, the fact you can reduce it to 1 or even 0 if you have 2 infants out, 2 destroyers, that could be, again, that's kind of stuff that can win you games.
Yeah, exactly. And bear in mind, the invasion and the Mothra's theme are both blue, so is the infant. So they're definitely cards that you will be playing to.
And then also it has a feel for your guarding ability of just returning to hand as well. So increasing the chance of you seeing that card, which I quite like the idea of.
Exactly.
And then, so another spoiler we've got here is Armed Attack, which is a 6-cost action card, green one, which seems very, very pricey. But again, if you have at least 1 destroyer out, if not more, it's only going to bring that price down.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the highest one that we've seen so far. But I mean, it has got quite a strong ability.
So this one says battle cards in your hand gain sneak attack for 0. So sneak attack is a new icon, a new mechanic that's been introduced into Godzilla, which basically says rather than paying the cost and time for your battle card, you can pay the sneak attack value instead, which will be shown in the gold circle. You can then play it out for that cost. It will immediately attack, even if it's now your opponent's turn, and then after the battle it will be destroyed. So you're paying 6, but obviously you're looking to pay at least 5 or less. Getting to play a battle card out for free, that's definitely going to swing and instantly be destroyed afterwards. So that feels really strong, because if you play out something really big and nasty which has multiple guardian swings, it could really turn the game for you. And also the current ruling on reinforcements, there's shenanigans there of you play the card out with reinforcements, it swings, it gets destroyed as per the sneak attack rules, and then reinforcements triggers.
Yeah, because it's a destroyed trigger.
Which again, that just seems a bit mental.
Yeah, and they and just with the sneak attack, that any pluses on the guardians, that's obviously going to be classed as part of the attack, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, assuming like if you had something like the 10-drop Kakashi from Naruto, and you sneak attacked it out for free, and that's got +3 Guardian swing.
Yeah,
so
something like that. Yeah.
So, yeah, this card seems real strong.
Yeah. Depends what we can get out with the battle cards from this set. But there's potentially some strong stuff.
I mean, we've not seen much battle card wise so far, so nothing's really kind of piqued my interest in that respect. Seems to be pretty kind of basic stuff, but I'm assuming there's going to have to be some big old nasty things if it's Godzilla.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we're now, at the time of recording this, we're now in the last week of the spoilers. So I'm hoping they seem to be building up to the bigger stuff.
Yes, I mean, so on the 27th it will be released here. And so it'd be interesting to get our hands on some cards and see what it's like and see how it compares to Naruto, because obviously they've announced that they're doing the next 2 sets of the expansions for Naruto. So I wonder if that's because they feel that Naruto's not going to be strong enough against Godzilla, or maybe they're just trying to solidify that IP.
Yeah, it might need a slight pump after the stuff that you can do with this set. So let's hope, because it means that there's kind of like a slight power creep. I'm thinking this sort of game you don't need a massive power creep. Yeah, it's just going to be game, but a slight power creep with the expansion is going to be.
And also something like Sneak Attack feels like it should go very well in Naruto. Obviously, being ninjas, that's exactly.
It'd be interesting to see if they add that in.
I mean, it's almost like they kind of thought maybe decided not to add it to Naruto for whatever reason. But I feel like, imagine Ryan Miller must have had that idea at some point, but surely, while making Naruto. But because you can't really sneak Godzilla in, that's what I don't understand.
No, well, right. The one thing that when Ryan Miller's always talked about it, he's always referred to Mothra sweeping down and kind of doing that.
Okay.
That's how he's kind of related to it. So whether it's something he came up with when coming up with this set, I don't.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Fair. And also, I did see recently Ryan did put a post up discussing potential changes. One of them, which was changing Sneak Attack to can only be used if they have one or more Guardian, because obviously at the moment it does get to points where you're in a game, you've cleared their Guardian stack, but you just need one more push, and then being able to Sneak Attack something seems like that's gonna be a lot of games won, I think, in that way.
Yeah, so it might kind of tame it a bit. So it's just used for enough Guardians, basically.
Yeah, so I mean, we haven't obviously had a chance to really test with it yet until the set's out. So it'd be interesting the fact that before it's even seemingly been released, Ryan's already kind of started to say, "Oh, maybe that is a bit too strong."
Yeah, exactly. But it's
so
good.
It'd be interesting. Okay, so got one more action card to look at. So this action card is actually spoiled by another YouTube channel shared by Brian Matthew from Jank Meta Productions, and we'll put the link to his channel in the description as well. So thanks for sharing this one, Brian. Hope you don't mind us just showing it again. So this one is Shinto Collapse, which is a purple one-cost action card, which just allows you to take one battle card back from your discard. And the same again on the Guardian ability.
Yeah.
And obviously, as we're relating to anything else, you've got a Destroyer on field, that becomes free.
Yeah.
So,
and in Naruto, we're quite happy to be paying the cost of Toby just to get that effect. Obviously, plus a EX card, but, this is a lot cheaper than Toby, and even cheaper with the So recurring stuff or getting stuff back from the discard is shown to be pretty strong.
Yeah, so obviously when you're flipping Guardians and stuff as well, and if the battle cards you need just go into the discard because from the Guardian attack, then to be able to just take it back for free with this card seems pretty damn strong.
Yeah, it's the only form of kind of tutoring that we've got in the game. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'd. I mean, I wonder if they will add any tutoring in the future, but I'd be surprised if they did. The way that how Ryan's discussed it before, the fact there's no mulligan or anything like that. Obviously,
he doesn't want so much control. Yeah, I think that's almost as far as it will go.
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm starting to get a bit more excited about this now. We're starting to see a few more cards and see a few more potential combos.
And I don't think I think they've probably spoiled around 20 cards, something like that.
So you're still quite a lot of cards you haven't actually seen yet, which is interesting.
And hopefully, the one thing that I'm hoping is that there's no vanillas, and I think a lot of people aren't wanting that. So I don't think there will be in this set. I think that was a lesson learned from the first.
Or at least if there's a vanilla, it's low cost, high strength, not just like a 1-for-1, because there's absolutely zero reason to play those cards when you can get a similar costing card with an ability and maybe one strength different. I mean, exactly. I know that I've seen some deck profiles that have tried to utilize them, but I just doesn't feel good in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think I even sleeved it.
Right, okay, guys. Well, that's the spoiler. So I'll just pop up again for you. So that is our exclusive spoiler from Chrono Clash Systems. So thanks to the guys over there for sending us this, and hope you enjoyed our video. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.